pitch just opens up. And that was all about Hannah Badje wanting to go forward. She receives the ball, little cross, back of the net.
Terrific player, really stood out in the WSL last season. Player that can make a team tick. Spain have lots of players that can make a team tick. Only 6 of the starting lineup started that World Cup final. Some of their big players now weren't even in that tournament after the dispute with the FA. The likes of Patrick Hungaro, what a huge figure she is in this side. Yes, injury issues, so only came off the bench. Caldente, tapped by Bronze, picked up by Carmona.
It's important that England now just keep the concentration. A little behind's bad, but you don't want to go further behind against this Spain team.
A little unfortunate. It was a decent start. Here's Carmona. They're looking for more. Del Castillo, big header from Greenwood. It's ominous though. Caldente. Carmona. In goes the cross again. Williamson away. And now Hemp. Pressure put on the ball by Spain, and Bronze nowhere to go. Free kick England, they needed it.
Spain attack in such a way that players are in such a position where they can jump straight away to press when they give the ball away. The structure is brilliant, it's what they brought up with. It's like learning a language when they're young, the way to play.
They've had a tournament where the goals have really been spread around, but you can say the same for Spain as well. Hampton looking for Walsh, just about finding the midfielder. Walsh again. Carter tries to forward towards Stanway. Back by Paredes. Certainly was a simmering sense for the last Euros that Spain had really hit their stride, but England saw them off in that last tournament. The feeling they're pretty difficult to stop. One blip really on in their recent run of form was losing the Olympic Games semi-final stage. Caldente, Putellas, and Williamson to Russo, who spins nicely. She's going to have to drive herself. Should get the free kick.
Russo, so many times we've seen her battle. When it gets up to it, sticks, plays it off well, even when England weren't playing well and weren't keeping possession well. It's a tough role against Spain because they will just smother you.
Unfamiliar for England to be behind in this tournament. Behind against France, behind against Sweden and Italy. Walsh almost finding Russo.
Yeah, she was looking at Ellen Toone then. Ellen Toone for the run rather than Russo.
We're taking her time. Joanna Nanclares played the group stage. Spain's goalkeeper is we recovered tonsillitis. It's Carmona. Chantry. Sit back again. Popping that ball around Spain. Cut out though by Toone. Picked up by Carmona. Carmona still prepared to go forward, even with Lauren Hemp flying down that right-hand side. Badje. Chandri. Side brimming with confidence. Bonmati. Del Castillo, there's James though. Has to check back. Then under pressure and then losing it. Bonmati. Tanea, Del Castillo. Back to Badje.
Initial press when they lose the ball high up the pitch is incredible in Spain.
Del Castillo clipping it for Carter. Calm enough.
Spain are quite comfortable. They're patient with the pass. They're trying to build. They're trying to look for the moments, like the one where they scored the goal.
Paredes. There's great respect between these two sides. Known each other in recent times. Badje. Putellas. Badje. Swings it in. Carter gets there first. Russo will try and make it stick. Paredes strong. Bonmati working out towards Caldente. Foot in from Bronze. Hemp won't reach that. They have England pinned in a bit here.
It's just the way that, like I said, the structure of the team and where the position. They're just ready to win the ball back. Very high. And it's about connecting passes now. Do a lot of work off the ball.
Chandri, Bonmati, Putellas, Bonmati, Del Castillo. Full focus needed here by England against quite the threat. Del Castillo coming forward again, playing it across. Stanway, problem is when England do win it back, they're so deep now, hoping to try and break quickly, but that red wave comes forward once more. Badje. Badje, Putellas and Bonmati so close to each other.
The short passes are deliberate, just so difficult for opposition to get a press on. You're that close to each other and you move it quick.
And they are moving it quickly. Badje, James wrong side, but still too strong.
Yeah, England need an outlet. You know, when they win the ball back, we knew Spain were going to have a lot of the ball, trying to defend with a lot of concentration, but the outlet, if you don't have that outlet, then just encourages Spain right onto you, which is what's happening at the moment.
Has to be repeated, that Barcelona link, which is so fundamental to Spain's success. That midfield three, Guijarro, Bonmati and Putellas, all of Barcelona. Caldente, formerly of Barcelona. Badje and Paredes, two of the back four Barcelona players, and the goalkeeper, Coy.
Georgia Stanway and Kira Walsh are looking after Bonmati and Putellas as much as they can, with Ella-Toone trying to keep an eye on Guijarro, who will be the one that sits in front of the two centre-backs, probably been one of the players of the tournament for me so far. The work that she does at the base of that central three.
And not applying that pressure as they did at the start of this half. They do just make you go backwards. Chandri looking for Caldente. That was cut up by Hemp. Can she win it with Putellas? She can. Bronze to try and play it forward quickly, England, but they can't. But then Bronze battles back. It's Carmona.
The thing about playing against Spain, if you can try and make it about individual duels, see Hemp then really physical, wins the ball back. That's what it's all about.
To use her pace down that side. Carmona clips it forward. Williamson trying to win it. Gonzalez. It's a real foil up front. Carmona. Chandri. Paredes. So England have to fall back again. Badje. Bonmati. Held off Greenwood. Chandri. Caldente moves that ball on quickly to Carmona. Caldente. Chandri. Reduce it to walking pace, and then they pick up the pace.
Completely in control of the game, which England did expect.
Gonzalez hops off Williamson, Bonmati, Badje. Side that when they get their noses in front can have real dominant spells, and you have to hang in there a little bit. But Caldente sending it in, Williamson away. And there's him, couldn't quite win it. That's what England are waiting for at the moment.
England certainly knew that they'd have to suffer in this game and try not to concede again.
Carmona blocked by Bronze. Putellas. Caldente, Putellas. Caldente, Bonmati. So elusive. Putellas. Clip ball inside towards Guijarro. And then Bronze. All she could do is fire it forward.
And it comes back, and that it's all right dropping to deny space, but you've still got to engage on the edge of the area. As soon as you let Spain into the area, you've got a problem.
Greenwood wins the header. James can't make it stick. And can't win it. Del Castillo has got Greenwood backpedaling. Del Castillo, shot blocked. And James putting it out of play, and I think Lauren James has a problem. It's not just the Spain team at the moment. Was the thought whether she was going to be fit enough to complete this game, and it doesn't look likely.
I mean, we know how good a player Lauren James is, and she certainly isn't 100% from her ankle. You can tell that. It's just such a shame for her, because on her day, she'll probably end up being the best player in the world, but at the moment England need 11 fully fit players.
Picked up an additional knock in that semi-final. She came in this tournament after injury as well. There was doubts about whether she was even going to be involved at all. Magic goal against the Netherlands in an excellent display in that game, and sparkled against Wales and played very well against Sweden as well. But
yeah, you can't afford to play, particularly now, down England, you know, with a player like, you know, and a player who's not 100% fit. You need everybody working and everybody being able to play at their full capacity. Such a shame for Lauren James.
So the Euros for Lauren James come to an end in the final, but not in the way she would have wanted. She's still got that huge future ahead of her, and on comes Chloe Kelly. Not many substitutes will get a bigger reception. Kelly start the Champions League final for Arsenal against Barcelona. And she helped England get back up the pitch again. Forgetting that England have had good moments in this first half, but since Spain opened the scoring, it's been pretty tricky. It is only one goal. Spain looking to add to their advantage, and Bonmati with a bit of room and clips it in, headed wide by Gonzalez. Backed off Bonmati there.
She just finds herself in space. The last player you want to find in space is Bonmati. Just Gonzalez found the positioning just in front of the goal. So that sort of header, never going to sneak in. It's another warning.
Bonmati, sparkling player. She's given the space to do so. She often finds the space to do so, to be honest. Walsh can't keep that. Putellas.
Not winning any of those headers. The ball comes from Hannah Hampton.
Dente. Carmona. Ron Strong. Hemp trying to run that ball out. There's so much room to run into. Del Castillo picking it up, trying to look for the pullback. He's got another chance. Carmona. Anyways, England just have to hold out to half-time if they can. Feels like they're feeding off scraps in terms of trying to break forward. Pressure on the ball from Spain. Can they change it here with two? Maybe a bit of room now.
Yeah, just connect some passes. That's what England need to do. Get themselves up the pitch, offer a threat.
Greenwood. Kelly. Stanway. Now Kelly. Bit of room. Good ball across. Almost made something happen. There's Williamson. Carter hooking it back to Hampton.
Let's see if England can just have a little bit of possession in Spain's half.
Kelly. With the drive. Kelly. Did it take a touch? Be a goal kick in the end, but there's the energy of Chloe Kelly.
Yeah, that's better from England. Spain need to feel like they're in a game, that they've some sort of threat against them. So at the moment, the centre halves are playing on the edge of the centre circle in our half.
Of course, it feels particularly early for England to turn to Chloe Kelly. England has kept people guessing with her substitutes. Some may have thought Beth Mead might come on. Maybe even Ajima. It is Kelly. Carmona.
I think at the moment it's far too easy for Spain to control the game. They're going to win this Euros. They need to be able to fight for it. England need to force that.
Gonzalez, Magic, Bonmati tried the nutmeg on Stanway. Not only are they so technical though, Spain, they're quick, they're strong, good from set pieces, been good in the duels.
Yeah, I think they've added that in the last few years, the physicality to their game. Quite a lot of the time, probably 5-10 years ago, they were 10 passes a goal. They didn't really have a threat. Now, the final third threat is absolutely incredible.
Doesn't mean to say England can't turn this around. Chandri. Haro. Chandri. Paredes. Magic. Better. Pressure from England, and Chloe Kelly edges on her teammates. Tomei. It's the idea of that control. It's so part of Spain's game. 1 more minute to play as it stands in this first half. Stanway. Greenwood. Can Russo hold off Paredes? Can she roll her here? Not quite. Bronze. That was a bit of mismatch, and Caldente in a bit of pain, and she stayed down, and she's not in a good way here, Caldente, but England don't have to put it out. Walsh looking for Kelly. Del Castillo going a long way back to pick it out. Caldente.
It's great defending from Del Castillo. I think she just caught. It's certainly a sore one. Lucy Bronze lands on her.
See Bronze almost apologising. It's the way she fell. It certainly wasn't intentional. I think Caldente just about understands that.
Yeah, but more of the physicality in duels. England, like I say, it's too easy for Spain. It's difficult to get close, but can you be more physical in those? England not winning those duels.
Well, there's only a few more seconds to play. Half-time whistle. A half in which England started pretty well, but Mariona Caldente, the Arsenal midfielder, with the goal that separates these two finalists. And Spain have really impressed as the half has worn on, so Sarina Wiegman knows her side have to come from behind again in this competition. Half-time in Basel, England 0, Spain 1.
That looks cool. Yeah.
Let's kick.
A dragon.
Amazon sponsors UEFA Women's Euro 2025.
The neighbours have invited us over for dinner.
Which neighbours?
Big smiles.
It's really quiet here.
Quietness is what we're after.
Look, I deleted Garrett. He's back.
If you want to be the best in the world, you need the right protection behind you. I've always been proud to be a defender. It's about protecting what matters, not letting your team
It's a long ball from Leah. I think Leslie does well there. I don't think she's got much choice here. She has to have a shot. No one's in there with her. You know, it's just tough for Georgia to get in there. Can she cut it back? Maybe. That would have been the pass, but then you've got a defender coming back. She might cut it out. Lauren James has got to keep her eye on the ball there. I think she keeps her eye on the ball. She gets a tap in because, see, Ona Battier, she totally misses the ball. Look, if she's keeping her, and so she's coming in and she's missed. I think that we've just been off it. We've been totally off it. I think this one as well, I think this is an unbelievable chance. You know, they do well. Lauren does well to force it over there, but then once it comes into this situation, I think she's just got to cut that back to
That's
to
why
Lauren
the
James.
presses are important,
Yeah.
but England lack freshness.
Yeah.
It shows 120-minute games in their leg. They lack the freshness.
We've seen a lot of Spain overloading down the left. Why are they doing that?
Because they're trying to create a numerical advantage down them sides, and sometimes they'll have all three midfielders there. But you see, Carmona, she's a fullback that likes to get forward, but Lucy Bronze doesn't know whether to deal with the inside player or the outside player. And it's been a problem, especially the first part of the game. Again, Lucy Bronze, does she get tight to Mariona in this situation, or does she deal with the runner on the outside? And it happened time and time again. And sometimes they'll deal with it by just central area, one-touch passes in these areas, all midfielders close together. Wrong decision in terms of you have to clear the front post, but it's honestly, it's been exceptional.
Look, the major positive, it's 1-0 because we have been peppered down the side. Serena's got to do something about that. Really got Euro 22, we were 1-0 down. She's got to adjust it, and we came back from it. She's got to do it today.
Okay, guys. Well, look, in a game where freshness obviously wins, we might see more changes. Serena can't keep playing catch-up with this team, and the second half is about to kick off after this very quick break. But so far, guys, I mean, it's not looking too good for England. Very much the worst team in this final so far. Spain leading from the front. It's 1-0. Lauren James coming off at 40 minutes. More changes perhaps to come. We'll find out next.
Amazon sponsors UEFA Women's Euro 2025.
Feel the difference with that fresh blade feeling that lasts time after time after time. Gillette Labs, our best ever razor, with up to 30 smooth shaves per cartridge. The skin everyone wants to touch. Gillette, the best a man can get.
Delivery?
You in?
I'm in. I'm in. McSpicy. Medium meal. Yeah, I'm in.
I'm in. McCrispy.
We're in.
Oh, fries for me.
Wait, did someone say fries? I'm in.
I'm in. Yeah, I well fancy a fillet of fish. Expand your palate.
Big Mac.
Mayo chicken.
Double cheeseburger. I'm in.
There's nothing quite like a McDelivery. You in? Oh, I'm in.
Badje, actually one of the unsung heroes for Spain, only lost by Bonmatí. Paredes, it's another side of Spain that's really impressed. Their defensive competitiveness, win that physical battle if needs be. Williamson though, getting there. 2. Good looking for the foul. Kelly can't get away. Putellas, Gonzalez must be offside, but the flag will stay down for now. So England have to defend this. Putellas, Caldente, she can't get a chance. But you can see she was offside there.
Yes, miles offside. It just means the set of players. I mean, I know that there was a directive to do that, but when it's about 15 yards offside, I think you're quite comfortable putting your flag up.
It's usually when the replay comes in and then you see how tight it was.
Yeah, all right, yeah. That's why I was stringing out my sentence then, waiting for it to come in.
Yeah. Thankfully it hasn't. Supporters, both sides enjoying themselves, doing it this spectacle, but of course for Spain, they're the ones delighted with what they've seen so far. Can she get there? Not quite. Chandra quick enough. Putellas. And Guijarro. It's good pressure from England. But then Walsh can't move it quick enough. And they know to swarm around Keira Walsh. Barcelona players, former teammates of hers last season, or the season before last, I should say.
There's not been enough of isolated Spain defenders with an English attacker. When it has, made the most of and been clinical in front of goal.
Carmona inside to Bonmatí. Caldente won't be part of this attack. Limping. May not matter to Spain. Looking dangerous. Del Castillo, Walsh. Is it forward? Russo, the only one forward. Chandri. Guijarro. Badje. Inside, Chandri. Guijarro looking for Del Castillo, who is quick. Carter spotted the danger. Del Castillo, there's a reason why she's playing, of course, for Spain today. She's causing them problems in the past. She was picked as the standout player at the Arnold Clark Cup, the first edition of it. Bonmatí. Paredes across to Chandri. No issue for any of these Spain players in getting involved in the game, in the build-up. Caldente. Chandri. Guijarro. Del Castillo loves to run with the ball, and here she goes. So dangerous with it, Bonmatí finding the room for straight at Hampton.
Just finding little bits of space. We talked about England just dropping deeper, trying to stop that space, but then it ends up in front of the back four. It's about closing that down, and Hampton did well.
Walsh back to Carter. Carter. Brave pass forward towards Kelly, but England can't get up the pitch. Carter. Williamson. Long passing has been very good in this tournament. She'll look for Russo down the line. It would have been a big tactic for England. Russo, not quite. It is an area where England can find an advantage.
It's just a lonely role at the moment for Russo against the two centre-backs. The two wide players for England are getting back and trying to defend as much as possible. They've got to get up and support Russo.
There's Hemp. Sharp from Hemp. Tries to find Russo, does. Oh, England appeals for handball. Not too convinced, though, a few of the players. Bronze. Hemp. If she turns around, there's room to run into, but it will be a throw-in.
Certainly an appeal. No. Not sure that was, but not enough, like you said, Seb, not enough players around. We're certainly convinced, referee not, VAR not.
Caldente. Putellas. Bob Mati. Badje on her right-hand side, and Bob Mati found her, and Badje, red shirts everywhere to pick out. She can't on that occasion, but she might do here. Bob Mati. Caldente sets herself. Hampton will get there. Thought Bob Mati was going to go for the spectacular.
They just look fitter. The movement is better than just look like they're struggling to get back and defend and get up the pitch.
Dante would have needed better than that to beat Hampton. Now Hemp is coming forward for England. Toon. And she picked the pass. Almost. Paredes spotted it.
It's great play. Just hasn't happened enough from an England point of view. You get Spain on the back foot, you choose the right pass. It's good defending in the end.
Comes to Hemp. That's looked dangerous for England. She's actually worked her way up to pretty good fitness in this tournament, Lauren Hemp. Went deep in the Italy game, ended up playing at left back. And at some point in this game, if England are still behind Tehran, so England will have extra 20 players on the pitch, really open the game up. Caldente retains it, but here's Hemp. Looking on to Russo. It's just these little moments that England want to win. They're the margins. Of course, Spain have impressed, but still in little moments where England are looking to get.
Yeah, they're just coming off second best in too many of those duels. A little bit better at the start of the second half.
Attempted twice the number of passes as England in this game. That won't come as much of a shock to England necessarily, but still tricky to face. Carter. Lucy Bronze telling Carter to go back to Hampton. Carter. Toon asking for Carter to go long. Carter force her way through. Greenwood. Comes pressure from Spain. Hemp on the line, ball's quite high up the pitch, and that could prove an issue if Putellas moves it quickly. Bon Mati exploits the space. Caldente. Putellas is free, and that's not good for England. Putellas though got the shot wrong.
Yeah, she wasted it. Putellas finds herself in absolutely acres of space. Wasn't tracked back. I think it was Kira Walsh just behind her. An opportunity for Spain to go 2-0 up. They're just running off the back of white shirts of England.
There's 3 goals this tournament. Former 2-time Ballon d'Or winner, the last 4 Ballon d'Or winners.
Yeah, back to her best.
Yeah, midfield.
Certainly back to her best. She struggled to coming back from the ACL, but she certainly looks back to her best.
So used to playing with each other. That's what England are up against. 2. Gomes herself, a former Barcelona player. There's an England team that can say she's just as much as one of these Barcelona Spain players. And Chandri, who did actually play in midfield in a match at Wembley earlier this year. Haro in that game. Hemp, Carmona wins that battle. Greenwood, Stanway, Carter to move it on, but went backwards. And I think Lucy Bronze was pointing that out. I think she wanted that ball to get to Hemp wide, but it felt risky for Carter. Walsh. Now Stanway can turn. And Stanway can drive and get it to Kelly. And Kelly uses a brilliant cross through the ball. A leveller for the legacy. Alessia Russo. Never writes England off. And it's Chloe Kelly, the creator again. England needed the chance. They got the chance. And it's 1-1 in the final.
We haven't seen enough of that. No. Finding yourself in space in that area, and then the ball. Look, Chloe Kelly, how many times does she do this? The quality of the ball in. I mean, Russo still had some work to do, but the quality of the ball in from Chloe Kelly, incredible. Just a cushioned header from Russo. England back in it.
A standout striker for England, a hard worker, but also a goal scorer, as proved in this final. And will it change this final? Walsh. Couldn't time quickly enough there. All strong challenge went in from Russo. Apologised to Badje, who didn't really accept the apology too much. Yellow cards for Alessia Russo. And the Manchester United teammates. But they'll be full of so much energy here, England.
It just shows you just I think it's to find herself in space. Chloe Kelly, the quality that she's got. Russo, just hasn't happened enough in 56, 57 minutes that England were playing.
Mateus. Oh, it went bronze. That's not a pretty challenge. Referee should go to her pocket here. Stephanie Frappart taking her time. Carmona. Payne and Frappart, yellow card.
There's much argument with that. Bronze. She slipped, didn't she? Stretched out. So they saw one for Carmona.
Didn't feel like a red card challenge, but there still would have been some nervous moments. Obviously, Bronzingham picking up 2 quick-fire bookings. I think there'll be, you get that energy, Lucy, don't you? When you're in a game where you watch the opposition have so much of the ball and create chances that look pretty dangerous, and then you get yourself back into the game.
It's just about being diligent now for England in terms of the defending. Spent a lot of this game on the back foot and dragged themselves back into it.
So, we're nicely set up now as we approach the hour mark. And Putellas clips it forward towards Paredes, who's so dangerous in the air, but goes to Hampton. One thing that has to be said during this run of victories for Spain recently, they have conceded a fair amount of goals.
Well, they play with an amount of risk from the back, so because they keep the ball well, but they still take risks in certain areas. Players go beyond, which created the space for 2. And then Kelly.
It's nicely done by Carter, actually, in the build-up to that. Kelly, can she win it? No. Bonmati, who latches onto passes so quickly. They may have the numbers here, Spain, away by Carter. They haven't cleared it very far, though, England. Carter blocks that. Important block. Bonmati in the effort. Kelly away.
She's made a difference, Chloe Kelly.
Would have been people watching. You would have thought, would have been worried for England perhaps that Spain in a position to take the game away from them, but no. One goal, it's not often enough, and they've got themselves that equaliser, and Russo won't give up on this. then Chandri position well. Chandri, Paredes. Toon put pressure on Guijarro. Greenwood.
It's still about maintaining that discipline when they've not got the ball, that not dragged out of shape.
Kelly. Ball inside to Toon. Bronze. Toon goes back to Carter. Confidence in England's play. Stanway. Toon wants it. Doesn't get it initially. Kelly will look to cross it again towards Hemp. And Carmona. There'll be a claim here for a corner, but it'll be a goal kick.
So many times in this Euros tournament that Hemp has found herself at the back post, usually the other side, but Chloe Kelly could see it. Carmona in the end just did enough.
Has there been a better crosser of a football in this competition than Chloe Kelly?
Nope.
Easy answer. You can see why. Not for the first time. Getting England out of a hole.
It's amazing momentum though. Since the equaliser, heads are up now for England. They look a little bit more confident passing it. Incredible what a goal can do for that belief.
Hampton. Hemp now. Williamson searching. Russo, she wanted to help it onto Toon, but she still has it, Russo, and she's able to turn and work it wide to Kelly. Here's a chance for England, especially Kelly on the ball, playing it down the line to Greenwood, and not quite. Something knocked across that time.
Ball from Russo initially. Greenwood making those run in that inside channel. I haven't seen too much of that in this game. Much more positive from England now.
Big cheer from the England supporters. That man there follows the England team around. Huge supporter of the women's game in general, actually, at WSL games. Carmona. Gonzalez. He can't get into the game at the moment. Carter.
Just prior to the equaliser, Spain really didn't have the same amount of control. Threw the ball and without it in the second half. Paid the price.
Hampton. Now Bronze is tearing after this with Guijarro. Guijarro gets it back to Coy, but it's firmly back to Coy. Taking the chance. Carmona, caught by Hemp. Spain a little fortunate.
Carmona knew what she had to do then. Under so much pressure, white shirts surrounding. They have to relieve it somehow. Oh, I smile on Lauren Hemp's face. Not sure that particularly deserved that, but it just gets them out of a pickle.
Hemp's put in a fair amount of work up to now. Still so much work to do. Gache. Castillo. Gache pulling it back. There's Stanway. Forward again. Bonmati. Turns. Putellas. Almost completed that spin. Carmona. Harrying. Walsh winning it. And Walsh, can she set Russo away? Paredes defends it well. Sense there, Kira Walsh, thinking back to that Euros final, the pass through to Ella Toon. In goes Bronze. There's Kelly. Stanway. England suddenly quicker to the ball.
Yes, the difference there, front foot, Lucy Bronze ready to intercept. It's just a whole different tone to the game. When an England perspective.
There's a moment there where Bonmati saw where Lucy Bronze was on the pitch, was desperate to win it back. Spoke before the tournament about how Spain looked to exploit that, but Bronze found herself in central areas, and she is in a central area again, and Guijarro takes it off her. And are England going to be caught out? Guijarro taking her time with the pass. Oh, Del Castillo. Put a lot behind that.
Yeah, she let it fly then, Del Castillo, but it just shows, you know, lose the ball, and it looks absolutely harmless, but look at the reaction from Spain. Look at the bodies getting up and around Guijarro. Let off really for England.
Del Castillo determined to tally in this competition. Scorer of one of the many top goals that Spain have put away. Hampton, there's too much on that. Well, very shortly, Spain, we talk about England's bench, but Spain have some serious options themselves, and Claudia Pina was the scourge of England in their last Nations League meeting. Changed the game really coming off the bench. Now Gonzalez, we should get there. Hampton lets that run out. They have differing options, Spain, players that present different challenges. I'm expecting to come off here for Spain.
Incredible depth. You talk about England's depth, but Spain, Pina's probably one of the best players in Europe at the moment, finds herself on the bench, but is a goal scorer, plain and simple.
If you didn't know, she plays for Barcelona. Toon. Kelly. Kelly! Oh! You could feel the crowd ready to scream that in.
Yeah, I mean, she's just prepared to run at players. Great play, central areas from Toon, but Chloe Kelly, whether she's going to cross the ball with her right foot or take it on her left. Certainly a stretch in the end. Quite had to get something on it. Great save.
Big save. So Kelly's made a difference. I didn't doubt that she would. England players waiting. Kelly's corner. Oh, it just wouldn't drop. Carter work it back out wide again, not quite. Spain close out that angle. Greenwood working hard to create one for Hampton here. And then Hampton, wonderful ball out to Kelly, who's unfortunate. We were hoping they're not caught out here. Caldente. She saw the space away from Walsh. Del Castillo. England clearance, and then Bronze hooking it up clearance.
The best in the world at a lot of things, Spain, but exploiting a team that's completely out of shape, one that's coming back from their own corner or set piece.
Mati, Del Castillo is waiting. Safe hands, Hampton.
Just that particular phase of the game after England's corner came to nothing. Spain get up the pitch, England are recovering. There we go.
Listen to that noise. The supporters in the stadium have seen who's on the big screen. Michelle Agimac. But it will be Spain to make their change. And these two sides are going to bring on their game changers. And it's Putellas who makes way. Interesting change there.
Yeah, she's not happy. Putellas whatsoever.
And Pina is such a fabulous finisher. That's part of it. Got her on the pitch. And off comes Russo, whose goal got England level in this game. But on comes one of the young stars of this tournament, Michelle Agyemang. The late equalisers have saved the game for England against Sweden and against Italy, but now she's looking for the winner in this one. Gonzalez, Pina. So both sides bringing on their threats from the bench. For Carmona, Court.
Responded in kind, saw that Pina was getting ready. Russo just worked so hard throughout this tournament, sometimes on her own, isolated in that forward position. Agyemang now on the pitch, a different game state, looking for the winner, not coming to save it, to win it.
Absolutely. Another big attendance. You can see sold out. Why wouldn't it be, considering what we've seen so far in this competition? Highest attended women's Euros ever. Accumulate all of those who've attended all the games. The game just keeps growing.
Yeah, Switzerland did a terrific job. Everybody, eyebrows raised when it was smaller stadiums.
Oh, he's come out, can't handle it. England can put a throw here.
In every stadium we've been in, it's been full. I think that's the key.
Williamson. Play onwards. What a good player, Alessia Russo. Oh, he just got that pass away from him. But as is the margins, now Spain can break forward. First chance for Pina. A dangerous player. Caldente, you'll know her threat. Pina loves to cut inside and have a shot. Goes to the left, Hampton. Made the big save. Had to.
What a stop. Lucy Bronze backtracked and backtracked into the area, and she's a problem. Pina, either side. Terrifically well struck. Hampton stayed big.
Spain corner. Pina, disappointed not to start this game, but she's on now. Pina's corner, it's a decent one as well. Del Castillo. It's a packed box still. Pina. Just swing it in. Agyemang goes up, heads it away. Good header. Bonmati. Badje hangs it. Paredes is stealing it behind. Important for Bronze.
Lucy Bronze just as she's leaping. Shall I get a touch? Where's Paredes? Safety first.
Paredes waits for Pina's delivery. Pina's corner. Hampton. There first, and then Carter doesn't really have an option forward. Agyemang footed. But the referee, free kick here to Spain, I think.
It's not enough in that, is it? Paredes come down like she's shot, but this is certainly a big opportunity for Spain.
Carmona, who was off the field momentarily, is now back on, so she's going to put herself into the box and just be free on the edge of the box. Pina. What can she come up with for Spain? It's Pina. It's too much on it. It's going to go all to Carmona. It's by Adjumang. There's not enough in that. Adjumang finds Toon, and Hemp wants it down the line. And then get there, almost. Badje across.
Great defending, Badje. Terrific from Adjumang as well. The ref's actually been quite lenient. That'll help those sort of challenges from Adjumang.
Paredes. In these sort of situations, the players know what's at stake. They know one mistake, but one moment of quality can win the title. Tom by Walsh. Now will this break to Hemp? She does get there. England players in the attack, but the pass wasn't the best, but England still have it now. Toon. Walsh. Hemp. Adjumang goes up, helps it on towards Kelly. Greenwood. Carter. Williamson. Hemp. Williamson. Adjumang inside. Williamson across. Badje has to clear. She did in the nick of time. Kelly head in hands. England still have it.
What a run by Williamson. Needed bodies in the box.
Walsh, Stanway. Much improved England in this second half. Much improved for the tournament as a whole, saving it for when it really matters. Hemp, Toon, no foul. And so Pina comes forward. Gonzalez. Caldente. And important for bronze.
Talked about the ref being lenient and just allowing some challenges, isn't it, all the way through the game. There's a couple that I think that probably were. What a run by Williamson. You just got to break your neck to get in there. Ella Toon on the edge of the box. You just got to presume that Williamson's going to get there.
I dare pick a winner from this. England's leaders in their heads high, but they are still facing a threat of Spain. Pina with the corner. Pina, a decent delivery, but England defended it. Kelly didn't really catch hold of that clearance. Pina has looked sharp since coming on. Bronze cuts that out. Adjumang won't reach that.
Now we're going to see any more subs from Sarina Wiegman in this last 10 minutes or so, just to try and win it.
And I tell you what, cross the mind just yet. See Hannah Hampton just sorting out her shin pads. A moment here for just to check on Lucy Bronze perhaps as well. Sarina Wiegman with some words for her team. Spain likewise, but in many ways we can't be surprised by what we've seen so far in this game. First, the opener from Spain, typically stylish.
Terrific finish, and absolutely typifies the control that Spain had and the dominance, but what a header that is. Two good headers in this game. England just grew the moment, felt the confidence. Michelle Adjumang watching off the screen in the opposite direction.
Doesn't have to be me this time. Maybe it might. It's great for Russo, who always gives absolutely everything up front, goes through so much work, and last season she had an excellent goal record to add to that, and it put her in the picture for the big individual prizes. You just do get the sense in that respect that whoever wins this a player from that team will be right in the reckoning, Ballon d'Ors, but these players won't be thinking about that right now. They'll just be thinking about getting their hands on that trophy.
They've done so well at England. They sort of stuttered their way to the final without being at their best. You know, they denied a lot of their opposition, probably something that they deserve. The likes of Sweden, but they keep going. The resilience, the belief, they just do not give up.
We know who the current queens of Europe are. That's England. But will they remain so with the time remaining? If we don't get a goal, of course, in the next 9 minutes plus added time, then it's more we go to extra time in this competition. Had a lot of food wars. Agyemang to ruffle more feathers. Gonzalez sold Pina a little short. Toon sharp. Bronze. Walsh. Walsh was going for there. She's looking for Kelly even.
Yeah, well won by Walsh. Central midfield area relishing the challenge now. Keira Walsh.
Guevara looking a little concerned at the moment. Apprehension for both sides. To supporters, free kick to Spain. A little shirt fall in there. Spotted by Stephanie Frappart. England went to extra time against Sweden, went to extra time against Italy. Spain, extra time was needed against Germany. And these two sides went to extra time when they met in 2022. Carmona. Chandri, Hiharo, Carmona. Good ball into Gonzalez. Caldente.
Do that so well.
Spain slick. Will they find the finisher here? Gonzalez. Kelly clears.
2 or 3 short passes in their own defensive third, draws England in, and then next pass is longer, and all of a sudden the pitch opens up.
Caldente. Carmona. Pina. Mati, Pina's peeled off. Bonmati. And Hampton will get there. Second attempt. She's having a strong final so far.
The bit where England have been on top in the second half, it's when Bonmati's quiet. She really, when she plays well, Spain play well.
Agyemang will watch this. She well dealt with by Paredes.
Yeah, it's a different dynamic for Paredes and Alexandre to cope with Michelle Agyemang, that's for sure.
I wonder if England were behind. Might have kept Russo on with Agyemang to go attacking yet. Well, Agyemang was on the shoulder, waiting for the pass from Kelly. Hiharo, lovely pop pass to Badje. Badje again, the world's top fullbacks. And Mati. Hiharo. And a little shove from Agyemang. Carter, strong, good challenge. Toon can turn. Hemp. What can Lauren Hemp do in this sort of situation? Keep her balance and play it across, but couldn't find Stanway or Walsh. There's Williamson. Bronze. It's quite the tussle out there right now. Williamson on the receiving end.
well going up for that challenge, Williamson.
So, Beth Mead is going to come on now. And it's Ella Toon who comes off. So this is to get more support up towards Agyemang. And Beth Mead, a better player than the top goal scorer from the last Euros, and England bringing on their leaders, really, their experience.
Ella Toon's given everything, hasn't she? Beth Mead, experienced player. Every time she's come on in the last couple of games in this tournament, she's made a difference.
Hemp. Pina. The throw in here, and they'll get it. Growing frustration in Spain's ranks. So a hack challenge from Carmona. And Caldente just telling her team. Previous 3 meetings against England, Pariuelo. 2 teenagers on the pitch now, Agyemang and Lopez. But starring in the present as well. Can England dig out across from this position? Quite. Greenwood. Hent. Biharo. Getting that out to Pina. Running a problem into a possibility here for Spain. Pariuelo went first time and Carter stuck with a striker strike.
Yeah, terrific defending. That attack came from Agyemang just not getting in front or anticipating the ball in. It's the only thing that Lauren Hemp could have done, but how quick Spain then react to get at the other end of the pitch.
90th minute about to become the 91st. It's pretty late. We want to see how much time is added on. 4 more minutes. Pina with the corner. England need to clear. Bonmati blocked and away by Mead. Nervy moments. So we're into that first minute of the ball. When you're at this stage of the game, you always feel the goal would be decisive. Tarriuelo drags her shot wide.
We're just retreating a little bit in the last couple of minutes.
Sarina Wiegman, she won't be faced by the idea of half an hour more. Or maybe winning it in the 3 minutes that remain. Who knows? You can see some nervous faces in there, some tense faces, until you're on the big screen, of course. Agyemang will chase. Urged on. The Raiders will get the free kick. He's looking for that one. It's a different situation that Agyemang had to come into because England weren't losing the game. Had been on her previous, actually 4 appearances for England as a sub. Carmona. Spain just trying to keep the ball or try and find a winner. The time remaining. Bronze. She was caught, was she? Referee, I don't think saw it.
Lucy Bronze there anticipated where Spain were going to put that ball.
Lopez. That's excellent from the teenager. Tarriuelo, Carter. It's had a good game.
It's been a great game, Jess Carter.
Pina. Tarriuelo. Carter's header. Drops to Guijarro. And Guijarro trying to force a way through. Tarriuelo. Lopez! Well, if she had scored there, it would have been the stuff of Spain legend for sure.
Guijarro just smothered off the ball. Not really that much space for any sort of backlift from Lopez. Chance though.
The young, you guessed it, Barcelona player has an opening. Dente. Bronze before Pina. Carmona. Carter, awkward bounce. Drops to Bonmati. In goes Stanway. Frantic right at the end. It's only a few more seconds of this match. Will Spain create one more chance? Otherwise we're going to extra time. Bonmati. England, everybody back by bar Agyemang. Lopez lays it back again. Bonmati. Looking for the 1-2. Caldente gets another chance. Greenwood had to be tight. And so we will go deep again in this final. Extra time is on its way because Alessia Russo's equaliser cancelled out the opener from Mariona in the first half. So once again, we go deep, and we go deep in the showpiece. And extra time is after this short break.
flag.
He's solid as well. Lopez at the moment really given Spain an extra dimension.
Yeah, Samway did well there. I'm not sure it was a free kick. Work the best when they're not agitated by markers, when rhythm is disrupted.
Badje has got Spacey to put a cross in. And there's Stanway relatively calm, and then the clearance not so.
Yeah, how's your nerves? Stanway trusts it down, but recognises that the ball's better further away from her goal.
Paredes. Lopez. Bonmati. Lopez. Badje. Lopez. Greenwood away. Caldente. Hemp will pick it up and go. Couldn't get inside Caldente. Hemp has to be careful with that challenge. Bonmati with room. Aitana Bonmati tried to almost pass it in. And England bodies in the way, and now Lucy Bronze has put that out of play. And did she signal there to sub? I think she was about to signal she needs to be subbed, and then maybe not, but...
Yeah, she's struggling, I think, Lucy Bronze, but again, great defending from Leah Williamson. Bonmati with a bit of space to run into. England retreat. It's good play, Williamson.
Well, she's such a warrior, Lucy Bronze, such a leader for England, and will go down as a legendary player for the Lionesses. So this makes this sad to see as it stands. If she can stay on, there's even a small percentage she'll find it.
She sort of gives her all. Lucy Bronze, professional enough to recognise if she's not 100% at this stage. Niamh Charles is going to come on.
Niamh Charles, another of the players that when she's had her minutes, she's had to come up with important moments defensively. Attack, and she has in games which has come on in recent times, come on for Lucy Bronze. After briefly starting as a left back for England, you can see the concern on England supporters' faces because they just will not want to lose Bronze. She's irreplaceable, but she may have to be replaced. Let's see. What is certain here, though, is that England will have to defend this throw-in. Play a light. She shake it off. So England down to 10 momentarily. Ajoang probably has to drop a bit deeper. Badje. Lopez. Bonmati clips it to the back post. Tester for Bronze. Carmona trying to get round Hemp. Hemp defends it well, and then just looks to turn defensive to attack, but almost sold Bronze short. Now then, will that reach lead? No. Paredes. They just need to get one of those passes right because there is room. Greenwood. Mead will chase. So will Paredes. Trying to cut at the back pass. Spain so good at working their way out of trouble. And maybe looking for the ball over the top because England are high up the pitch. Tired, he's out there from both sides. Bonmati collects from Caldente. Chantry. Caldente. Spain midfielders will find more room. Badje, Parayuelo's in there, goes towards Pina. And Pina, dangerous in any area. Pina! I mean, don't really have a right to score from there. Either way, there was a nick on the way.
Yeah, Lucy Bronze is asking the question. She's just a good actress, so she didn't get a touch on it. Difficult to see from that angle.
She's got that eye for goal, Claudia Pina. But the three Barcelona players who've come on looked bright, particularly Lopez. Greenwood. The pressure of Lopez. Kelly can't get that. Paredes. Badje. Lopez. There's Kelly though. Ajim Mang. Once the free kick gets it, might be a little fortunate actually.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Doesn't matter.
Probably equalises. A couple that Spain have had that have been fortunate. Got Guijarro for moaning.
Well, hasn't looked particularly happy for a while now. Probably felt when Spain had that lead, they had the platform to build on it, pull away, didn't happen. Still keeping an eye on Lucy Bronze because she's orchestrating where she wants England players to move at the moment. Williamson. Pressurised by Parayuelo. Use that word pressure a lot in this game, but it's so important.
Yes, it's not playing in the right areas. The right areas for England at the moment is further up the pitch into Spain's half. They don't want to give the ball away. Central third.
Valente.
They're just so good at resisting the press. These Spanish players, particularly the central midfielders.
Bonmati turning with these, couldn't find the pass through, but then Bonmati couldn't win it either. Ajimang to hold it up for England. Mead, Hemp now. Ajimang trying to flick it on. What a play for an England throw.
Let's go back up the pressure. Lucy Bronze and Kira Walsh on that right-hand side, just stopping Spain.
Bronze to Mead. Bronze trying to find Hemp. Ajimang sliding in and winning it. The referee didn't like the look of it. A lot of force in it. She can't believe it though, Ajimang.
She thinks she won the ball cleanly, which she did. Guijarro made a little bit of it. That's not a foul. And I understand why the referee's giving it, but the assistant on that side should have been able to see that.
Margins once more. Shadry forward. Strong from England and Bronze. Stanway. Not the best pass from Stanway. Working so hard to try and win it quickly if they can, but then Pina moves it on. Williamson able to cover that space.
Some tired passes from England, giving the ball away where there's lots of red shirts about.
Let's see, Stanway had a quick glance towards the bench. Just trying to get that second wind. Mead. Good play from Mead. Hemp. Mead again. Shot from Beth Mead. Gets it back, not quite. Carmona. Touch is heavy enough. Pina. England pin Spain in. I think they can here. Hemp. Hemp. Going to get a penalty for that, unfortunately.
Front foot again, Lauren Hemp. Chandra just stepped across it.
Players who know each other well from Manchester City. 2 minutes to play in the first half of extra time. Boy, not the best kick forward. Did work out for Spain though in the end. Walsh helping it on. What about Lebowski? Haro. It's a decent spell for England in extra time. Bronze. That didn't look like a foul either. And it's interesting because the players are having to dig deep in their reserves here, emotionally as well as physically, considering what's on the line. Carmona. Caldente. Paredes. Calm. Badje. Mati. Lopez. Added time in the first half of extra time. Bon Mati. Badje. Spain patience. Looking for that precise moment to open up the England defence. Bon Mati. Finds Badje, excellent pass. Badje! Oh, he just needed a touch from Pariuelo. It didn't come for Spain, thankfully for England.
It's a close one, still going.
But still they come, Spain, finishing this half late in extra time. Blocked by Bronze. Pariuelo, how close was she to this?
So well, again, in behind England. She's trying to be clever, Pariuelo. And the chance really there to just sweep the ball in. I don't know what she was doing.
So we've played the first half of extra time and still 1-1 in this Euros final.
England have battled back from 1-0 down against the world champions. They've taken it into extra time. And somehow, Pariuelo, with the chance of the game, just missed an absolute gift. That could have put Spain ahead and could completely change the whole complexion of this extra time. How is this happening? How are England still in this? How have they still got the legs to be in this?
Well, I think that what we've shown, obviously, they've got a Man United 99 spirit. They cannot be beaten. But what they've done is they've got themselves back into the game. You know, saying that, Spain themselves, like you made a great point, Emma, about their centre forward. They don't seem to have any kind of like dynamism in the centre of the box, and even that finish, poor finish. All she's got to do is put her right foot on that. But I think that England, what we've done is we've got ourselves in the game. We pass it. Chloe Kelly, obviously, getting herself going, but we still need ourselves to get something going up front because I don't think anything's happened for Michelle.
I think losing Russo is a massive loss.
Massive.
I felt the way she was linking play. It wasn't a box-heavy game, you know, where there were crosses coming in. There's still a lot of work to do, and I think as a result of losing Russo, I think England lost a little bit of control of the game. Yeah. But also, I think Vicky Lopez coming on has been exceptional for Spain. But I think with Pariuelo down the middle, it's not as clinical, I think, to end the game.
I still have all the faith, and I know you both do as well, but I think when Pariuelo misses that chance just 2 minutes ago, they're big moments in football matches, and I just fancy us. It hasn't been great, but it hasn't been the whole tournament. But we got something else, we've got heart and we've got mentality. That is setting us apart at this moment.
I hope that Russo, if she's not injured, I cannot understand that substitution.
Yeah, kills
cannot
momentum.
Understand.
Look, Spain are making their subs. England have got 3 more that they can make. How do they use those subs?
Well, we're using one here by the looks. Lucy Bronze. Is that Lucy? Yeah, I mean, Lucy's been struggling. I don't know how she carried on. But concentration is key. You know, we look exhausted, England, so we've got to stay concentrated. We will get our chance, we'll get our moment.
Niamh Charles coming on in the second half of extra time. England hanging on in there. Spain with an absolute gift of a chance there, but they could not finish it off. Let's get into the second half of extra time in this European Championship final between England and Spain. Lucy and Seb.
I think we're all hanging in there as it stands.
I think what it does show is how good Russo is in the job that she's got to do. As the guy said then, do you mind She's such a good player, such an impact player. She's got to still do the job Russo does.
And Wahabi, who's come on at left back for Carmona. Spain change. And Pariuelo forcing her way through. Pina. Well, Spain getting so close to the trophy.
It's just tired defending in the end. That's 2 chances either side of half-time, extra time for Spain. Pina usually gets those on target. Selfless play from Pariuelo.
The team mentioned in the studio about Pariuelo not having that for goal, getting in the right positions at the moment. She can still be a handful though. But Pina and Lopez have been particularly tricky to pin down so far. Subs help Spain.
Yeah, absolutely. Subs make a massive difference and probably will be the difference in this game. It's right on the knife edge.
Lopez. It's going to be a Spain free kick.
Praising the referee all the way through the 90 minutes, not giving cheap soft fouls away, but far too many. She lost control of it.
Greenwood did catch her from the toe. But Badje is really one of Spain's outstanding players in this game. Created the goal, gave World Champions the lead. Sapina. Over this with Lopez. England, everybody back to defend. Agyemang marking Pariuelo. We all wait. Pina with a cross. Oh, and it just again the run of the ball helping England. Agyemang just hoofing it downfield.
Just a little bit of fortune, England. Can they take advantage of that? Just ventured offside. Marina Caldente.
So far, I feel like we did get the boost, of course, with Kelly coming on and creating the goal for Russo. Agyemang coming on for Russo, picked up by the team in the studio. Not having an effect just yet. Agyemang though, on that. Kelly helping it on. Walsh not quick enough. But Hemp is. And Hemp goes. Will he find Agyemang? Will it break to Stanway? Walsh can't get the foot in. That is top class from Pina, considering the position.
Pina's having a little bit of moan on the floor. She was fouled. It was so important that England made sure to stop her progress with the ball. 2 or 3 players, and in the end it was Mead.
They keep working, but Bonmati working off the ball. And here she comes, Pina waiting for the pullback. Charles saw it, cut it out. Just feels like Spain, though, are the ones with that spring. As they try and force their way through once more. And again, England defending diligently. Stanway.
Such commitment. Brilliant play by Niamh Charles just prior to that, the last attack from Bonmati. Spain looking to her talismanic figure.
Well, Bonmati with the winner in extra time against Germany. Will we get a winner in extra time in the final? Pina with Spain's corner. Paredes waits for it to reach her and challenges for it. What about the bounce here on the turn? Pariuelo. Goodness me. She has had some big chances.
on earth is she not connected with this? Pariolo, just a spin, and she just did not get that right at all. Something on it, but not enough. Oof.
An air shot. Pina. Strange way Spain would have wanted that chance to fall to Pina. So accurate in the box. Pariolo with 2 opportunities in extra time. 10 more minutes. Caldente. This feels particularly nervous now for England supporters. Lopez, Badje, Greenwood.
Just at that point now where there isn't an outlet for England. All hands to the pump. Just encourages Spain further and further, increase the pressure.
Guijarro changing the point of attack. And just backpedaling here as Spain flow forward. And Hampton cuts that one out.
It's the right choice of ball into the box on that right-hand side. On Mati, it's up to Pariolo to get on the end of it. Easy enough for Hampton.
Lucy, at the moment, the flow of the game just feels like suggesting England are playing for penalties, but just can't get themselves in areas to hurt Spain. They only need that one chance.
Jaman just needs to get herself on the end of those. A little nod back from Keira Walsh, get in front of Paredes.
Charles. Paredes. Aro, Chandri. Guijarro turns, picks the pass. Caldente drives. Caldente moves it to Lopez. Who's going to set themselves for the shot? It will be Lopez.
Waste from Lopez. Caldente just affecting the game more. She's gone inside left central midfield position. Too laid back from Lopez.
Well, in this game, England have had 5 attempts on target, Spain 6 attempts on target, but 22 efforts on goal to England's 10. Part of the course for Spain, really, in this tournament.
Top
and
left.
Stanway.
Top left, 1-1.
Yes. Key important point. But, of course, someone does need to win this some way. And Stanway down. Serena turning to her bench once more.
Clinton looks like she's been spoken to on the bench. Well, that might be the change, if there is one.
To return Meta down there. Having a look at Georgia Stanway. The thing is, when games are tight, England don't mind.
You say that.
Mentality.
You say that.
I didn't say the supporters. I said,
right, okay.
I said the manager and the players. Considering they've watched Spain have nearly 60% possession, more attempts on goal, more passes. I was going to say blah, 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 but I'm basing that off the scoreboard right now. One of these sides just needs that one chance. It's starting to reach the point where that one chance would win it. Williamson, Hemp. Talk about Russo being tireless. Hemp equally so. Will that be an England corner? Yes.
Great play, Hemp. She just never, ever gives up. On that right-hand side, well, it was probably fortunate, just the reaction of Wabi. It's just about making sure you get there first. She wasn't. She was right, Hemp.
Manchester City teammates Wahabi and Hemp. So Stanway goes off. Clinton on. Key moments. Fresh legs for England. Corner for England. Kelly. referee just making us wait.
Just having a word with Clinton. Clinton's just trying to bother quite in goal. Just needs to make sure she doesn't give a free kick away. The referee's obviously looking.
Well, England have been here before in extra time in a Euros final. And they know it. Kelly with a corner. Goalkeeper comes, holds, and it's a free kick to Spain.
Just let them off the hook. Whether it's the foul or whether it's just allowing Coy to grab the ball quite easily. The ref did blow a whistle. That's what she's looking at there. In the centre of the picture. Eve Charles, I think it was. And she actually gave it the way of Spain, but it looks like Harrow is the one.
Interesting situation there. Here we go again. Spain on the ball. Wahhabi Pina tries to roll Charles. And then Williamson, but there's no Russo in that channel anymore. The players having to play in different roles in this tournament. Caldente, Pina. Pass from Bonmati, Wahhabi to the back post, Lopez back inside. Once again, it doesn't happen.
Greenwood just did enough. She knew she wasn't probably going to win the ball, but has to do enough to try and put Lopez off. She did.
Hampton High. Guijarro.
It's coming back too easily from those positions for England.
Amazing work from Guijarro to allow Pina to try and stretch the play. Greenwood's header, needed purchase. Clinton holds off her opponent. Opponent being Bonmati. Charles. Williamson, it's a time for no errors. So a time maybe just to take a chance. Carter. Williamson. And Ajimang looked like she was blocked off. Referee.
She's hearing the referee.
Stop. I guess the free kick to Spain. That's interesting.
Just watch there in the middle of the picture. It's difficult to tell which way there, but the referee took a while. Jiman is the stronger of the two players. That doesn't necessarily mean that she's the one fouling, though.
Caldente. Just eased into the gap. Pariuelo holds it up. Caldente still looking busy. Bonmati. Caldente. You feel if someone was to score now, it would be a title-winning goal. And we all know it. Wahhabi. England look to push up the pitch, sit off Spain. Minute or so that remains of this final. As far as the playing time is concerned. Lopez. England desperate to win it, can't quite. Caldente, does she fancy this? She fancies the pass across. Bonmati into a spot of bother. Gave England the chance to win it.
I'll tell you what, how's your nerves?
Oh.
Looks like me, that.
Looks like all of us. How much added time are we going to have here? Ajimang wants the free kick. She will get it. So, look down to the fourth official to see how much more time we have. 2 more minutes.
England need it in the right areas, Seb. Fighting the pressure of Spain. It's been a big slog, this game, for both teams, physically and mentally. No mistakes now.
Absolutely. Hampton. Can she find a flick on the second ball? Up goes Ajimang. Will it break to me? Maybe. Close.
Lucky lead there. Gambled, made that run forward, causes problems for defenders.
Wahabi. Even though those legs will be weary, full concentrated, concentration required. Bonmati. Did it come off her last? It did. And they're all from Carter because does she believe that the defensive work is done?
Oh, well done, Jess Carter there, just stuck to her task. It's a great run from Bonmati in the first place, trying desperately to get something for her team. She looks like she's been through the ringer already. Tommy.
The final seconds of focus as far as general play is concerned, and then we'll return to a new focus. Hampton. Ajimang can't help it on. Iharo there first. Bonmati opens up the pitch for Badje, who created the opener for Spain. Badje. This was probably the last attack of the match. And it's Spain's. Bonmati. Ajimang couldn't quite win it. Badje. Bonmati. Badje set herself for the cross. Penalties it will be to continue the agony of this final, but England are still in this final. Spot kicks will decide where the title goes.
Amazon sponsors UEFA Women's Euro 2025.
How long is it to Nan's house anyway?
Could get a Mackey's on the way.
Side mission accepted.
I'm loving it. What is going on? Why have you stopped playing?
He's off on a Mackey's side mission.
On the way home, we get a McDonald's.
Good time, take a break.
I just want McDonald's, please. Can we get one?
Driver, could you please stop at McDonald's?
Aye, go on then.
The golden arches lie yonder. McNuggets?
I'm McNuggets.
Yes, come on.
Side mission complete.
Google Pixel 9, proud partner of the England teams.
Amazon sponsors UEFA Women's Euro 2025.
Any other thoughts other than feel
No,
sick?
I mean, look, Sweden. Hopefully, that's the dress rehearsal to give us the confidence and the boost. Who won that?
England.
There we go. That's a positive, Laura.
Listen, Hannah Hampton speaks fluent Spanish.
Oh, we're doing it again.
I think who goes first
We got
now?
first. That's great. If we go first, the percentage of that is really good for success rate.
Listen, they've got to put that out of their
In my
mind.
head it is
haven't they?
anyway.
Sweden, the penalties that we took against Sweden, even though they got through, that's done now. They've got to get that out of their mind. How did they just come through this one? Get that
They've got to
confidence
focus.
back?
They've got to focus on the strike. Focus on the strike. I thought that some of the strikes last time were very poor. I think that they were trying to get over and done with quickly. I think they need to focus on it, take their time, and basics.
And they've got
strike.
a goalkeeper who's got good prep. She speaks fluent Spanish. She has lived her life for this moment, Hannah Hampton. Been exceptional again today and is well rehearsed.
Okay, we go through it once again. The European final will be decided by penalties. Doesn't get much more exciting than that, does it? Okay, let's hand you back to your commentary team, Lucy Ward and Seb Hutchinson.
So how are your nerves? A rhetorical question, no doubt, because we know the answer. They're all over the place, I'm sure. For Hannah Hampton, whose football journey began in Spain with Villarreal. She's looking to keep out their spot kicks, but it will be England to go first. And it will be Beth Mead.
Yeah, it's a long walk against England club player. The guy said, these players stepping up now.
Well, Beth Mead, who rose to the occasion at the last Euros, the best player of the tournament, the top goal scorer, failed from the spot against Sweden. But it's all about the final right now. Penalty number 1 in the Euros final, and it's Beth Mead. And she slips to score.
Wow.
No big celebration for that one, but most importantly, England in front.
Yeah, that's not good for the penalty spot though, is it? But Beth Mead won't care. Got the right footwear on.
It's all about the end result. Oh.
No.
Now they're just going to check, because as she slipped, was there a double touch? That could be a problem for England. They are checking at the moment. She's going to have to retake it as it stands, but it's been confirmed. A retake for Beth Mead. What about this time? Mead! Corner saves. No early advantage for England, advantage to Spain.
She went the same way, Coy. It was easy-ish for the goalkeeper in terms of the height. Didn't get it, went for power. Save from Coy.
The sport is so cruel. The slip, it had to be retaken. So Patrick Hijaro is next up for Spain. In front of those England supporters. In front of Hannah Hampton. Such a calm, composed presence in the Spain midfield. Rarely puts a foot wrong. One of the best players in the world with Spain's first penalty. And proving that calmness.
She's had a good tournament, Hijaro. Spain edged themselves in front, went down the middle, not far away, Hannah Hampton.
Being scored.
It's Alex Greenwood. Composes herself. The pause, then the penalty for Greenwood. Can she get England on the board?
Right here as well.
It's Greenwood. She can. Just about, but they all count.
Just enough power from Alex Greenwood. Just making sure. Gets it past Coy. Unlucky probably the goalkeeper.
It was the first Euros final in 1984, the only other edition to go to a penalty shootout.
Whoa!
Next up, Mariona Caldente
They
scored the opener in this match. That seems a long, long time ago. It's her turn next.
Well, you're back.
Caldente.
Well. The bank holiday's coming. The bank holiday's coming, people.
She was always going to save at least one.
Caldente made it easy for Hannah Hampton. Take nothing away from the England goalkeeper. Goes the right way. And then it's all about the height. Poor penalty from a player of that quality.
Well, at one point may have thought her goal would win this match.
Different.
So Niamh Charles, who came on as a substitute for Lucy Bronze, the focus to put England in front. Big penalty this, and she converts it. Calm, Niamh Charles.
Tough for Niamh Charles.
Proud of
When
you.
asked upon in this tournament, she has stood up to be counted, and there again.
She's told me. I told you. She looks like Great Khali.
So now it's back over
Remember
to
Great
Spain.
Khali?
And
WWE.
they turn to their two-time Ballon d'Or winning midfielder, Aitana Bonmati.
England are going to be champions?
She's won so much in the game. Looking to get this penalty past Hannah Hampton, who focuses.
Oh my days.
It's Bonmati. Hampton saw it.
They cannot be this bad. Come on. Is this Spanish team we're talking about?
And she is
Oh, look at
standing
her.
tall here. It's Hannah Hampton.
Oh, this girl, Hannah Hampton, is it written in the stars? She goes the right way again. What a performance. And they keep it going, England.
And so now England are in a position where they can be one step
My
away.
goodness.
It's the captain, Leah Williamson, to give England a huge advantage in the shootout.
Come on.
She waits.
Do better than that.
Williamson! Oh, I cried. That's a huge save. And a big moment.
Big save, Coy. Trying to get it a little bit higher with a bit of pace. Just agonisingly for Leah Williamson, but brilliant from Coy.
Could it just be a little easier? Please.
No.
Whoa!
England still have the advantage though. So Pariuelo has to score. To make it 2-2 in the shootout. Another of the subs. Hampton has saved two in a row. Oh, it's wide! Wow. It's wide! And you know what this means?
Chloe Kelly.
Who's this? Oh, come on, Kelly.
Hampton didn't need to save that one. It just feels like
Come on. Come on.
it's always
I can't watch.
Chloe
I can't
Kelly.
watch.
Can't call. Chloe Kelly. This is it. Another big moment for you.
The woman who won the Euros for England
Ronaldo.
the last
there you
time
go.
round. To win it for England this time
We're
round.
getting a bank holiday, people.
Chloe Kelly.
That's it.
Staying home.
What? England won it.
The legendary
Chloe Kelly won it.
Lionesses.
Chloe Kelly scored. There you go.
And you have to say the now legendary Chloe Kelly.
England.
Never in doubt, Seb. Never in doubt when Chloe Kelly stepped up there. But what an achievement for these girls. What an achievement. Spain were brilliant tonight. England just do not know when they're beat. Unbelievable.
3 back-to-back.
For Serena Wiegmann. She is unbelievable. A 3rd straight Euros title for the incredible Dutch woman. And Chloe Kelly has tears. Often the calmest person in the room, but it's time to crack. And for Hannah Hampton, England's hero in the shootout. What a journey she's been on. What a tournament she's had. What a standout goalkeeper she's been to step up and help England seal the deal.
Hannah Hampton, it was always going to be her moment. Such a big personality, terrific goalkeeper. And it was always meant to be. Look at that. Look at Serena. Love it.
Great, Rose's got a prize, isn't it?
Look at her jump up and down. The manager that has brought memorable moment after memorable moment for England. And when you look down at that, a game in which Spain had the lead, a game in which Spain had moments to increase their lead. But Chloe Kelly came off the bench, created the equaliser for Alessia Russo. Then England, as they have done throughout this tournament, having to come from the depths of looking like defeat. But the holders hold. England winners of this title again. 1-1, but winners on spot kicks. 3-1.
Can you believe your eyes? They've done it again.
Right?
How do they keep doing this?
What's the fish for, man?
The Lionesses are European champions. Hannah Hampton is her. What an incredible display. I can't believe my eyes, Emma.
Do you know what? I was saying to Kaz as it was going on, it's now on for Hannah Hampton, Chloe Kelly show. Both of them under pressure, biggest moments. I mean, Hannah was the mentality monster Kaz describes, and fair play.
I mean, no, oh my God, look at her. What an absolute legend. And oh, wow, that is a beautiful sight. Back-to-back Euro women's winners, England.
Exceptional.
Wow.
You know, can we just quickly, I know we've got to talk about Anna and obviously Chloe finish off, but Jess Carter started this game, everything was happened to her this week. For her to come into a game of this magnitude and play like she did, she has to get some love, man.
Especially after 120 minutes. She was England's best player rather than Hannah Hampton, absolutely.
Well done to her.
Ian Wright, you can talk about whatever you like because this was a team effort. Every single one of those Lionesses has contributed to that name going back on that trophy. Can you believe they've done it again? And in penalties. Look, they make us suffer. We have to suffer for this team. But they don't want to do it easy. Look, Lucy Bronze strapped up her own leg in one of the games. Today she nearly lost it. They've been absolutely incredible across the board. There is nothing this team can't do, Emma.
No, and you can't underestimate the importance of that resilience. I mean, up until the goal, they were completely dominated by Spain, but moment of magic from Chloe Kelly, exceptional ball into Russo, and that changed the momentum of the game for England.
Chloe Kelly is clutch. She's clutch, we've seen it, she's come on, she's done it all the way through this tournament, she's come on, she's been coming off the bench. She's never made a fuss about coming on. She's come on and she's delivered every single time.
Look, Spain are going to be devastated, of course they are, but they had their chances and they couldn't get rid of this England side. Leah Williamson has captained this team to 2 European titles. That is just impressive.
I mean, look, at this level, the two teams are exceptional, but the difference that sets you apart to win things is the mentality. And throughout the game, we had to dig deep. We've gone to extra time 3 times. We had to go to penalties. We've had to do things we've probably never seen before. But that group, that's what sets them apart. Up there in their head and then at half-time.
These are tired legs, like you're saying, Kaz. Tired legs. And minutes and minutes and minutes. And penalties. Penalties in a game against Sweden where, wow, they were so close to going out. But they didn't. They stayed with this. And they are now European champions once again. And the penalty scorer for the winner, of course, it's Chloe Kelly. Let's hear from her now with Katie.
Chloe, congratulations, back-to-back Euros. Can you believe what's just happened out there?
Do you know what? This team shows exactly what it's like about to be English. I'm so proud to be English right now, and these girls are unbelievable. You won the Euros for England 3 years ago. You've done it again. How do you do it? This team is made of magic, and it's made of steel. When we was down against Sweden. Chloe Kelly, whose mum, dad, brothers, the whole family came to see her, to support her tonight. Look, she just said there, she manages to find a way to do it. Chloe Kelly has had a very difficult year. She said before the game kicked off in an interview, she didn't even think she'd be in this England side, and look what she's done, Emma.
Yeah, but look at that personality, that charisma. I think she's an exceptional player and character on this team, and to come in, that's why I think she played on the left-hand side and Hempo on the right, because the type of cross was the one England needed.
Well, we've been cut off from Chloe Kelly, but don't worry, because we're going back down to her now.
We have to.
The English, and bigger picture, how much you're inspiring the younger generation. This is a big moment in women's football in this country. Yeah, a huge moment. Every girl out there with that dream, you can do it. Keep shooting for the stars. Congratulations, Chloe. Go celebrate. Well done. And that younger generation watching on will be able to name every single player in this England squad. Wow, what a tournament. It's thrown up absolutely everything. I don't know if the Lionesses had anything left in their locker ahead of this game, but they did. They had so much more. You wanted to talk about Jess earlier on, Ian, right? Wow, what a performance from her.
She's had an unbelievable week. It's been terrible for her, but she's shown the character she's got, the character she's about. Obviously, the support she's got around her, and the strength to be able to get through all that and play in arguably the most important game in her life. You know, obviously we know she's playing the World Cup final, and she's come through it, and she's come through it brilliantly. You know, I'm so pleased for her, and that's what it's about, resilience. You know, the thing is with women's football, what you have to say is the resilience they've shown all the way through their lives to get to these places. It's ever likely they can come back and they can win games like this when everything's against them, and they still come back and win it. Honestly, I'd tip my hat if I had one on.
Yeah, get back to the ironing board.
Elm, Kaz, to keep them strong, keep them together, and guide them along their routes. And that has been Sarina Wiegman. She is a serial winner.
I mean, this was her 5th major tournament, and she's delivered 2 back-to-back Euro winning championships for us, and obviously took us to that World Cup in 23. But how many managers have done that? And the decisions at times we're at home going, put subs on, do this, do that. What the hell do we know?
Who'd be a manager?
Who would be a manager in my
do it?
Decisions, like, I can't even believe, I'm speechless, that this group, like I said, they're unbelievable, and I can't wait for them to get home and everyone cheer them when they get back.
You know what I mean?
Chloe Kelly was dancing even before the game kicked off. She's continued that. She seems to have this resilience and the mentality that you need from a player who's going to come off the bench and change the game. She did that in normal time, Emma.
Yeah, but she's played her role. She's had to play a different role this tournament, and you have to embrace that when you're coming from the bench. And she didn't complain. She didn't sulk in her performances. She came in, she made an impact. She did whatever the team needed her to do. And she's a true team player for lots of reasons, but that being the big one for me.
She got that assist, righty, for Alicia Russo, and then Alicia Russo was then brought off, and for a minute in the game, it was like, oh, what have we lost there? We've lost so much.
But this is what I'm thinking. You know, obviously Michelle's done well when she's been on with Alessia, but at the same time, I thought she must be injured because I cannot understand that substitution. And again, I can't get into the head of a manager, Ems, to make a substitution like that. I couldn't understand what it was about. She took a massive chance for
Listen,
me.
you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Roll the dice, right?
It's a decision she took,
We
and
paid
off at least in terms of taking it to
off the line.
Absolutely. And look, it's paid off dividends because this England side, how difficult is it to be a one-time European champion, but they are 2-time European champions. And Hannah Hampton has certainly played her part in that. She has been a key member in this winning side. Let's get some reactions. She's speaking with Katie.
Hannah, congratulations. England back-to-back Euros. Is this a dream come true?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to sink in for a while what we've just achieved. And yeah, we're the team that never gives up all tournament, and we've got the result for it today.
You saved 2 penalties in the shootout, played a massive part. How special was that moment?
Yeah, massive, but to be honest, I don't really know what was going on. I turned around to the fans and asked if Chloe scored, did we win? And they just yelled at me, so I don't know what the answer to that was. And as soon as I saw her run off, I knew that that was it, we've won. So yeah, it's an amazing moment, and I don't think I'm going to really come to terms with what's just happened for a while.
It's been a far from smooth journey to get to this final, but listening to the fans and how Chloe Kelly hit that, I mean, there must be such enormous pride within this group.
I knew when she was stepping up, she's going to score. She's our penalty maestro, isn't she? So yeah, she's probably topped the all-time power score this time round with that one, because that one rattled into the back of the net. So yeah, it was an amazing moment.
After everything you had to deal with coming into this tournament to now moments like this, is this the best day in your life, Hannah?
It's up there, that's for sure. There's a lot of things I had to deal with before the tournament, a lot of things that the team helped me get me through, some really horrible moments, and yeah, to be standing here right now as a back-to-back Euros winner, it's an incredible moment.
Does it make you hungry for more?
Yeah, I think I've got to go.
Congratulations, go celebrate.
She has to go and celebrate. Look, we all know goalkeepers are a different breed, but Hannah Hampton, ahead of this tournament, she got given the #1 spot, and it was very close to the Euros, and there was a lot of attention around it. It was very difficult to get away from that. She has handled this pressure in the most remarkable way.
You're asking the wrong person here. You know, Hannah was brought to Chelsea at the time we had lots of goalkeepers, and I knew how exceptional she was going to be for both club and country. What was fascinating for me was watching how much she's developed in the last 12 months. From someone who's coached her, I could see a step further in her growth, and what she delivered tonight was world class.
I think we've all known about Hannah's talent with her feet. She's exceptional. But what set her apart in this tournament was coming and claiming crosses, handling with everything, penalty saves, everything in terms of what an old school goalkeeper would bring. She's new school and old school, and for me, she's the goalkeeper of the tournament, arguably player.
Kaz, I've got to be honest, we play her outfield all the time, and she was as good an outfield player as she was in goal.
I've got to ask as well, because we just had a close-up there of Lauren James, and I want to bring our attention on the panel to that player, because she is an exceptional player. She had an injury. She gets so much focus because she is that girl a lot of the times, Ian, right? And a lot of the time it gives her a lot of heat too. But she did exactly what she needed to when she could this tournament.
Well, she did, yeah. She got us through a couple of the games, and we saw that with her ability, but obviously she's not been right in the last couple of games, because we've seen that just in the way her body language and how she's played. And unfortunately, she only gave us 40 minutes today because, you know, she was playing when maybe she shouldn't have been played. So I'm just pleased in the end that the team were able to do the job for her, because then, you know, you'd like to think that the manager's taken a chance at somebody. Maybe she could have started, maybe Chloe, but it's worked out. Like Emma said, it's worked out, so you can't really say too much now.
Listen, you can't pick a player that wants to play even if her body's hurting. She's put her body on the line for her country. Perhaps it wasn't ready for the task, but I think we have to keep nurturing Lauren James and look after her and not looking to destroy her all the time.
What made me laugh there was you were just saying about players putting their bodies on the line, and then you've got Lucy Bronze hopping on one foot, still managing to dance, even though that leg, her right leg.
You know what? I don't expect anything different from her. She just wants to be out there all the time. Ever since she came into the squad, she would outrun everyone, out-tackle everyone, out-sprint everyone. That heart and desire to be a serial winner. I think, just off the top of my head, I think that's her 27th trophy that she's won in her career.
Listen, I think Marvel should make a movie out of Lucy Bronze. Like, she's Superwoman.
And what about this woman?
Oh my
Speaking
God.
of Superwomen,
she's won an individual trophy.
She won the youngest player.
Oh, that would be absolutely incredible. You wait for young player of the tournament.
Yeah, Missy!
Listen to the roar right. She is such a popular player now.
Imagine the next ball girl at home who's watching that, thinking this might be me in 4 years' time.
Wow.
But how amazing when something comes full circle like that. She was the ball girl on Serena's first game as Lioness's boss, and now she's here.
Dreams, just what Righty said. You can see it, you can believe it, you can do it, you can be it. And look, she doesn't know where to go. You're going to pick up another one in a minute, don't worry.
Yes.
She's going to have to get very used to this kind of success and this kind of attention.
Wow.
I love what the girls say about her. She's so cool with it and so modest.
Yeah, because she's grounded in herself. Grounded in her faith, she's grounded in herself. She's very humble with it, you know, because she's thankful.
Next one, I think think, is player of the tournament.
This is hard.
I
This
can't
is
have
tough.
Matthias is obviously stepping up to take it, having missed a penalty. She's been exceptional though, Emma.
It's a masterclass. I don't care what team you support. This player is the best player in the world for so many reasons, and it was a pleasure to watch her live. Her movement, her decision making, her execution, the way she drives her team on. She is the best for a reason.
It must hurt, Kaz.
I mean, yeah, even Prince William there is like saying she's world class. So she's two-time Ballon d'Or winner, and this will be tough for her today.
There you go, picking up the award of Alexander Seferin, the UEFA president. I love. It just goes to show, doesn't it? Wow, we're talking about women's football even just 4 years ago, and where it was at the time. And I almost hate saying the growth, because we would say the growth. But wow, I mean, this is just remarkable. This entire event, the way that England have won it, the attention and the eyes that are going to be on this match, and this tournament in general, Righty.
Yeah. Can I just say, just for the referee, I think the referee was...
Best in the women's game,
absolutely
she is.
fantastic today, she was. Just brilliant in the final. You know, the decisions she made, you know what I mean? She let the game flow. You know what I mean? She was absolutely brilliant today, the referee. She's got to get some love as well.
Stephanie Frappart, so these are the officials obviously going up to get their awards too. After that, we're going to see Spain go up to collect their runners-up medals, and then eventually we'll see the winners, your winners, the Lionesses, England, back-to-back European champions. I mean, wow. I can't even believe it when it is coming out of my mouth now. In that first half, there were moments there where I dared even look up, Righty, because it just felt so depressing.
Again, you know, you look at this tournament, and we've been poor in the tournament. You know, in certain games when you expect us to start a lot better than we have. You know, I don't know what she's going to do in respect of our midfield going forward. We've got the World Cup coming up in 2 years. Midfield, fullbacks, what she's going to do to change that, because we cannot continue to play games and start games and get through tournaments like this, hanging on like that.
But good changes second half though, much more aggression from England in general, and they forced a lot of turnover and made a lot of luck for themselves, so real credit to England second half.
Montserrat just leading her team out there, runners up this time. Look, they've had quite a battle with England across the last few years, reaching finals, the World Cup, it was their time. Now this Euros, it's our time. What do you think next is coming for this Spanish side and the talent they have?
There's another coach next to me as well that's probably eyeing up 27. But look,
who's that?
Yeah, I don't know. You're on a scouting mission. But no, look, they are an exceptional team. I think tonight, Salma Parayeu missed about 3 or 4 really top chances, and that set them apart. Football's defined by moments, and I think that was a little bit of our luck, right?
You know what, as well, Kaz, Ems, I think that they're probably going to need to find that number 9 or that striker, that out-and-out somebody up front, because I think even today, so a couple of chances that was made across the box, and no one was in there. No one natural in there to score. Even Paruella's tried to flick it with the back foot instead of just getting the ball in the goal. So, you know,
23 shots a game.
Yeah.
They're getting in the box. They're getting around the box.
They just need a finisher, I think.
Yeah, they do. They do.
But look, there can only be one winner, and tonight it's England. So let's hand you back to your commentary team as we await our champions coming up to collect their trophy. Okay, Seb and Lucy.
Yes, thank you. It's been a right old roller coaster, this tournament for England. And Lucy, I'm going to hand over to you for a moment to say what this win means to build on the last one for somebody who played the game from a young age.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I had tears in my eyes at the end. You know, when I played football all those years ago, I couldn't even dream of this situation. And these girls have just gone and done it again. You know, they've come here, they've not particularly played well throughout a lot of the tournament, but they just keep going. They have that resilience. This means everything. There's young girls and boys out there that only see England winning, and that is a terrific place to be.
And the road to these scenes we're seeing here has been a rocky one at times. And a word, of course, for the players who were part of the qualification and part of the tournament before, the likes of Millie Bright and Fran Kirby and Mary Earps, and those who have retired as well. But this moment belongs to these players you're seeing here. That manager at the front, Serena Vig.
Listen, the last time she didn't win the Euros, it was 2013. Now, it looks easy to her, but you cannot underestimate the achievement of that as a manager, that you know exactly what to do in those big moments, that you mould a team, you mould a squad, and that's what she's done. Everybody in this squad feels valued by her, even if they might be mad that they're not starting. They still feel that they've got a part to play within it, and we've seen it all the way through.
You mentioned 2013, that was the last time England didn't reach at least the semi-finals in a major tournament. It's an unprecedented period of success for England, and Michelle Agimac has had a memorable tournament. A marvellous Michelle. And there have been players in this squad who didn't play a minute either. Anna Morehouse and Laura Keating, as well as Maya Letitia.
Oh, Jess Carter, by the way, today. Jess Carter, what a player. What an absolute performance with Leah Williamson at the back there. Knew she had to play well. Great selection, and she absolutely stood up to that challenge.
Tabuba another of those to see any game time. But that doesn't stop the smiles. The hugs as well. Because these are the moments you remember beyond this moment. We celebrated the title 3 years ago, and we're able to celebrate it again here. We're an England supporter. Young players in this squad who weren't part of that last success. And the tune was, Beth Mead was, and as I said already, Serena Wiegman was. And for William, Prince of Wales, the patron of the Football Association, congratulating each and every player. Alexander Cheferin, the UEFA president, for the final, handing out those medals. The latest medal in the career of Lucy Bronze, who had to go off, but
she's been incredible.
Already
as well.
a legend of the game.
Just always at the limit. She plays right at the limit. Good job. She has got really high standards. Struggling at the moment, but she give everything.
And for Leah Williamson, she's done quite the double. Champions League winner and Euros winner. The holders held in 2025. And Leah Williamson is there again. The European champions are the indomitable Lionesses.
In our memories. What a team, what a way to do it. They've been pushed right to the brink throughout this entire tournament, but they have had players that have come off the bench and won games. They've got ladies who've made themselves heroines and written their names in the history books. But this team has done it again, back-to-back European champions. How do they do it? How does she keep doing it? It is such a difficult thing to do it once. She's managed to do it multiple times.
Listen, us managers are always so grateful because it's all about the players, and this is an exceptional group of players that can tough it out.
Spain are actually, sorry. It's just they're playing a song and it says we're the champions of the world, and Spain they're actually the champions of the world. Feels quite weird.
Maybe we should just change that to champions of Europe. Righty, I looked at you when that winning penalty went in, Chloe Kelly's penalty, and you looked very emotional.